Oh, again, Facebook, I don't know what happened, and I'm not even going to worry about it because I want to get this information out to you. You solopreneurs, even if you have a team, it's still good information for you. Okay, so let me just introduce myself and then I will jump in and we can get started because I know your time is valuable and I don't want to hold you all day. Okay, so my name is Michelle Riley and I equip entrepreneurs with systems, operations, and processes in their business to help their workflow flow better. They're not overwhelmed, so they're not frustrated. I help them to connect the dots and even setting up, things like their lead magnet to their website and just linking things together so their transition and really, getting those things done is seamless and effortless. So that's what I help you to do. So now today I'm back again and I'm here with some tips because on Monday I basically talked about onboarding your clients and really what that entails. So if you missed that broadcast, you can basically go back and listen because I believe there's some great tips in there to help you to really set this process up in your business so this way you are not scrambling at the last minute. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm going to be brutally honest that when I would get clients or someone that wanted me to work on their website, I was not prepared. I would just wait until a client, basically wanted me to do work with them. And now I'm scrambling to get all of the information together, to get the paperwork together. And that's why sometimes people don't continue to do business with us or they get frustrated because they have not had a great experience with our business. And I'm going to get into that word as we get into today's topic. So today's topic is value proposition. What is it? What is value proposition? Because basically, when you are onboarding your clients, and I want to give you a definition because that's what I do. I just give people definitions to help them understand. And I'm just one, even though I can understand a definition, even though I could have looked at the definition so many times, but as I go back to it, I think I gain more clarity around what that word means because it's something else that is highlighted in that definition that maybe didn't stand out to me the first time that I looked at it. So it's so good to really, put yourself in a practice that even if you know a word, continue to go and, research it more because you may find there's something else to that word that can unlock something for you that basically you didn't know before. So let me give you that definition. Value proposition refers to a business or marketing statement that a company uses to summarize why a customer should buy or use a product or service. So basically, why should someone use your product or service over your competitors? Because if you're offering maybe a coaching service, you're offering maybe, um, like health service, you're offering maybe a self-development, whatever that may, mindset courses or whatever that may look like, what makes your brand, your product stand out over the next person that's selling something basically similar to what you're selling? So that's where value proposition comes in at, and this is something that on the onboarding process is so uh, I would say so needed because you really want to state the value to that customer, to that potential client. You really want them to understand, there is value in what I do. There's value to my product or there is value to my service. So how do you deliver that? How do you let them know that basically what you're doing, they don't have to go to your competitor because you do it at such at such a place of excellence that they're saying, okay, well, I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to keep it with you. So I just want to give you a couple of examples of like when you're onboarding a client and whether it's a product or service, whatever that may be for you, you want to basically give that that potential customer, you want to basically give them a great experience even at the onset of your business. And you say, well, how can I do that? How can I give them an experience when they haven't paid me yet or they haven't really signed the contract yet? We're still just going over negotiations right now. So how can I really deliver that value to them before we even get things kind of solidified? I want you to think in a mindset for those who like shop at Costco's. So say you're going to Costco's, and this is really bugging me that I don't even see the thing to invite the people, because I don't know, I did something last time and I know what I did, but I'm not going to stop the broadcast. So I digress from that and back to what I was talking about. So when you go to Costco's and you are shopping at this big warehouse, they have employees set up that's called demos. They demo certain products. You know, it could be from popcorn, it could be from ice cream, it could be from, you know, certain types of little snack foods. And they have these, you know, demos for you to come and try and taste it. So what that basically is saying, we want you to try before you buy. We want you to have an experience with this product so you can make a well-informed decision if it's a good product. If you like it, you know, then we have it available for you. And sometimes they may have a coupon with it, or maybe it's already at a discounted price before they raise the price. So that is what you would call value proposition, because they are already giving you the ability to try something before you buy it. Now you can say, well, how does that, you know, work with my business? Now for you who are, maybe you have a product, maybe you know, make soaps or creams or lotions, or maybe certain types of foods, I don't know, whatever that is for you, then you can give a sample, you can do a taste testing, you can do so many different things to really put that product in front of that client to say, this is what I do, and this is the ingredients I use within this product. So I want you to try it so you can actually see, get, you know, experience the smell, how it feels on your skin, and all of those different factors that will basically relate into a great user experience with your audience, with your customer. So I want to give you another example so you can kind of understand where I'm going with this. So say you go to Target and you go into the gaming section. Now, I know this because my son, I mean, he's a gamer to his heart. I mean, forget about it. Every system that came out, he basically had it. So when he's going into Target, the thing that he loves about it is that they give you a chance to basically play, you know, certain games, the demo part of the game, before you purchase it. Because come on now, those games are like anywhere upwards from $69 or more. So you want to make sure that before you purchase that product, you want to make sure that it is giving you the experience that you want to, in order to spend that type of money. So with that, it is giving that customer, saying, you know, try before you buy, see if you like it before you buy it. And I'm sure they already had what they would call, you know, a focus group that basically, you know, really, you know, went through the process of how it felt and all those things, a focus group, before they really put it out to market, because they know that certain things that their customer, their target audience really likes about gaming. So those two examples are something that I wanted to basically give you so you can understand how to offer value to your client at the onset of your business. Now, say you're a service-based business and you're saying, well, you know, I basically, you know, coach my client to X, Y, and Z, or I basically, you know, do something where it's not as far as much as like a hands-on product where they can actually, it's not a tangible product, you know, so with that being said, what you want to say, okay, well, I have these, maybe a program or some tapes or whatever that may be, and you can go home and you can listen to it. Maybe there's, you know, 15 minutes of it to help you get in the right mindset frame or whatever that may be for you. But the point of that is you are giving them value up front about your business. You're making sure that you are providing value to that customer. So this way they can say, well, wow, you know, this is great. You know, thank you for that. Or even if you have, say, an online program that you say, well, my programs are online, so how can I really offer value to those that, you know, have something online? Well, you give them you give them access to maybe a portion of that product, or maybe you have something already created that you can say, well, you know, this is something I created. So you can go ahead, I'm going to email it to you. It's an audio, or it's a podcast, maybe a video that you have on YouTube that you unlisted it for that very reason. And this is why in the process of creating your content, put that in the back of your mind, saying, you know what? So when I get a client and I'm getting ready to onboard them on, you know, into my business, let me give them something of value up front. So this way they can have a win, even as we're beginning the process of the negotiating and sitting down and they seeing really what I can offer them, because I want to make sure that I crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. So I'm going to give you like another example of like a value proposition and sometimes why we may not come across to our target audience the way that we should come across, and the reason why they may not purchase from us. And I'll give you this example. Say that you invented a product or you created a product that helps with heartburn and acid reflux. So you're basically putting it out there and saying, well, I have this product and it has these type of ingredients in it, and it's gonna, really get you into the place where you feel better, and it's going to, help you to not have those symptoms anymore. Do you see how unclear that messaging is? So somebody that's coming to, that's going right now with heartburn, they're feeling this heaviness or this burning in their chest. They're feeling, maybe this sore throat because the acid is just irritating their throat. And they're going through all of these symptoms. But you're basically, maybe have a roundabout message about what it is basically that you're offering, because you're not hitting the pain point. You're not saying, listen, this product is going to alleviate that burning sensation. Soon as you take this product, it's going to cool, have a cooling sensation in your throat, and you're going to feel it work immediately. You're going to feel that burning sensation start to go away. You're going to start feeling now that you're not having this heaviness in your chest, because that's what that target audience wants to hear when they are looking for something to help them with their pain. They're looking for something. They don't care what ingredient. I'm not going to say it like that. When you are in pain, and let me just put it this way, because I swear some people will critique you to the last minute. And I don't mind critique, but what I'm trying to say is, when a person is in pain or experiencing discomfort, at that point in time, sometimes they're like, look, I need something to help me with this, because right now I can't lay down. You know how when you have, I don't know if you experienced it, but I have, you can't even lay flat in your bed. You got to be propped up on pillows. You got to make sure that, your chest is at a certain level, because, it feels like it's just coming up in your throat. So, that when somebody is going through that type of pain, they want to hear the solution of what you can provide. Because if they say, well, listen, what can I really get that's really going to help me with this, and that's going to last like maybe 12 to 24 hours. You don't want something that's going to last you an hour and then, you back to the same problem. You want to say something like, this is going to last you from 12 to 24 hours. It's going to help you. And then how you even provide more value to that client, as you say, you know what, I want to offer you some information based on why you may be getting heartburn, why you may be experiencing acid reflux. It may be the foods you're eating. It may be coffee that you're eating, the caffeine that may be irritating the lining in your stomach. It may be certain spicy foods that you're eating that's irritating the lining in your stomach. So I'm going to give you a PDF free resource that you can download that will help you with to know what foods not to eat and what foods that you can eat that would help soothe your stomach and all of those things that will bring you to that place of neutralizing the acid within your stomach. So that right there, a person who's seen that type of messaging, they would be like, okay, where's that? Let me go online and, put in my credit card information, because you have basically met everything that they were experiencing. You have met their pain points. You have solved a problem for them. So what is that value? You're really reiterating the value. And sometimes you can even do it like in a way how you see some companies say, I have a free trial, email me and I'll send you, a sample of it and see how you like it. That is the value that you want to offer your clients and your customers. And let me just say this, when your clients basically see that everything that they are going through, as far as you being really attentive to their needs and meeting it and exceeding their expectations. I did a podcast today on entrepreneur, are you enjoying the journey? And in that podcast, I said this statement that I thought was so profound, because you want to make sure that when your clients come to you, you have done so much research on them. You have really with your skill set and your knowledge of what you're offering to provide for them, the solution that you're solving for them, you want to be able to hear them say to you, where have you been all my life? Like, where have you been? Where have you been hiding? Because the product or the service that you're offering is exactly what I need, and there's no fluff around it. There's, you're straight to the point. And I believe that when we do that, when we show our customers upfront the value, when we show them what we can provide for them, and it's good to have, the social proof, because I know that's really important in your business, to show that, people who have, already tried your product and basically giving you testimonials. And I just want to give you another tidbit for those who are maybe saying, well, I don't have any customers. How can I get social proof when I don't have anyone that's basically buying my product or buying my service? Well, for those who you have around you, maybe your friends and family members, say, listen, and I know sometimes we think, people can be biased because they are friends in our family. But I think that if we really let them know, listen, this is basically for me to put it out there. And I really want your honest opinion about, what I'm helping you with. And I know some of us have been giving away sometimes free services that have helped people, and we don't sometimes ask them for a testimonial. We don't sometimes ask them for feedback based on what they've gotten from us. And we know that they've, received the solution from us, but we have to be proactive when we have coached someone for free, when we have given away a product for free, when we have done something for someone based on our business. We need to make sure that we are letting those people know, it was a pleasure, to bless you at that point in time. But I would really like it if you could, help me. Can you give me a feedback? And when I say give feedback, I don't mean just allow them to basically tell you what it is they experience. Not to say it in that kind of frame of thought. But what I'm saying is, you want to be very detailed with when you are giving them the structure of your testimonial. You don't want them to say, for instance, oh, it was good, yeah, it helped me, blah. Like, that is really, it doesn't have any meat to it. So what you really want to do is you want to go in and you want to, make up a testimonial sheet. How were you feeling before you took the product? Okay, how did you feel after you took the product? What did it improve? Just be very detailed and basically trying to pull out basically the experience that they've had with your product or service. So this way, when you put up that testimonial, it's hitting all of the pain points that they have, that you have helped them with. So I think that is such a key way of really getting testimonials for your business. And I know sometimes we just, want that really good testimonial, but it will come. And just be proactive with going out there and asking those who have already interacted with your business, saying, listen, I would like a testimonial. I'm going to email it over to you, and can you get it back to me as soon as possible? I really would appreciate that. And I just want to tell you briefly before, it was something I written down, and I have to write stuff down because thoughts come to me so much that I have to sometimes write it down to basically okay, this is what I wanted to say to you. Let me just go scan. Okay, this is what I wanted to say about what being an entrepreneur has taught me. I knew I needed to write that down because I would have forgotten it. What entrepreneurship has taught me, and I'm not just talking about it being as far as, me doing business with, clients and, getting clients to come into my business. What it has taught me as a consumer is that when I go into certain stores or when I go to purchase something, it has really made me be more of a savvy preneur, because now that I've gained certain knowledge of certain things, I'm not, I don't want to get into that place of buyer's remorse. I don't want to come into that place of, just purchasing something. Maybe it hasn't been clear. The benefits haven't been shown to me. It's just all this hype around this product. And then I go and get it because I'm listening to everybody else's hype or the marketing that they put around it. And then when I get it, I'm sure we've all had buyer's remorse. And that's something you do not want in your business. You do not want someone to have an experience with your business that they come back and they feel they want their money back. They just basically saying, I shouldn't have bought this product. It doesn't meet my need. It doesn't serve my needs. So I really don't, want this product. So you don't want that to be an experience in your business. And as I have really started, just really being really mindful about how I deal with certain businesses as a consumer. Like, no, wait a minute, how are you charging this? Like, one thing that is a pet peeve for me in a store, and it just drives me crazy, that if I go to a store and I look on their shelf and I'm like looking for a product, and they say, okay, well, we out of stock. And I'm like, well, didn't you know that when you got down to like the last three or the last five, that, when does your system kick in to basically say, I need to order X amount because we down at this many? I mean, come on, we have POSs, cash registers, point of sale registers that basically sometimes even keep inventory, that basically let you know when your certain inventory gets down to a certain amount, that you reorder. And let me tell you why I know this is because I used to have a gift basket business. I used to have all these gift baskets, different products, and I would have I used to use QuickBooks at the time, and I would have to go in and put in my inventory, and as I got orders for my gift basket, it would let me know, okay, this is how many of this item that you have left, so that means go and get more. Now I know that sometimes maybe it's not the fault of the business, maybe their supplier didn't have it or all these things, but to me, I always try to be very proactive in making sure that stock doesn't fall beyond a certain amount, so I don't have to go through that situation. So those are certain things that are really a pet peeve for me when I go into stores, and it's just like, okay, come on, y'all need better management in this store, because this is ridiculous. And the thing about it, you can go back a week later and they still don't got the product on the shelf, or they still, maybe 2 weeks later they still don't have the product on the shelf. So I just want you to really understand that as you're on this journey as an entrepreneur, like, let it start opening your awareness even as a consumer of how you want other businesses, to do business with you. Like, what is your standard to say, wait a minute, hey, this is what I know that I want in my business. This is the standard that I want to set in my business. This is how I want to interact with my customers. This is the user experience that I want my customers to get when they have any type of contact with me, whether it's through email, through video, through, online. I want to make sure that they have a seamless, experience with my brand. Because why? Because if they don't, I mean, it's a lot of competition out here, but we have to make sure that we're on our grind, and making sure that we are providing the solutions that they need and exceeding it, even sometimes getting into that mindset where we even thinking ahead of what else do they need, and asking the questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions like, well, what is it else do you think you need? And let them voice that, so you can, create that product if it's in alignment with your business, in alignment with your brand. So this is just something I wanted to bring on here today, because I wanted you to really understand what value proposition is. It's about really showing the value to your customer, showing the value to your client, letting them have that hands-on experience with your business and with your brand, so they know that they're getting great value, so they don't, look elsewhere, or they're not so easily, turned elsewhere, because they know that you are providing their needs, you're meeting it, you're exceeding it, so they're not going anywhere. So I hope these tips have helped you, and to really put this practice into place. And I'm going to bring an offer forward maybe in the next week or so, because I want to be able to help you to set that in your business. And maybe you're saying, how does all of this tie together? Like, how do I actually go in and create all of this? No worries, because that's what I'm here for. I told you at the beginning of this video, I help entrepreneurs with systems, operations, and processes. So it doesn't matter if you can't wrap your head around all how that looks. I'm going to help walk you through that step by step. So this is what I love to do. I would say on computer, I've been learning the computer since like in the end of 1998, 97, around that time frame, and maybe even a little bit before, because I remember my first computer that I got, it was one of them big clunky ones back in the day. We got the more streamlined ones, but I promised myself that if I get a computer, I said to my husband, if you get me a computer, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to master it, because I am going to make sure that I'm going to build my business from learning how to do certain things that sometimes frustrate people. Was I frustrated in the beginning of it? Absolutely. But I knew that if I stuck with it, if I continued with it, that it would be to a place where I absolutely love it. Now my husband's like, okay, when you gonna put the computer down? Okay, you've been on it all day. You rubbing your eyes. You need to just shut it down, because you've been on it long enough. But that's just to let you know my determination, my drive, my passion of what I love to do and how I love to equip the entrepreneur. So I hope that you've gotten some great tips out of here. And if you did, let me know in the comments. Please like and share this video so other entrepreneurs who may need this information can get it as well. So I will be with you on the next video, helping you to grow your business. Have a great day. Bye-bye.